tell me your name. Feels like you got a lot to say. See you looking my way. Been waiting for you all day.
A guy named Jeff who's a very good physique. He even competed in the men's physique and even won the first place. He is very aesthetic and wants to help others to have a body like him. What he said is that aside from going to the gym every single day and maintaining a good diet, you also need a protein supplement because it helps you to get a lot bigger and makes you more powerful. What he did is that he made a shop near the gym areas where he sells protein supplement, or what we can call the whey protein. And he even sells a special supplement on what he can call the Jeff protein, which is worth 10 times expensive compared to the normal whey. So since he became really famous, a lot of customers wanted to buy the Jeff protein instead of buying the normal protein, even though they only had the same effect. Jeff has a policy that you can pay through cash or on account, but make sure that you paid within the year. The first year of operation, Jeff received a cash from his customers amounting to $1,500,000, but their other customers who didn't pay immediately, and amounts to $1,920,000. So some customers who are unpaid paid at the mid of the year amounting to $300,000, while others are having financial problems. That's why they think that they might not be able to pay their debts, which could lead to the company having an allowance for doubtful account balance of $220,000. Not only that, but there are also many of the customers who are unsatisfied about the product Jeff protein because it really don't taste good, not unlike the normal whey, which have like additional flavorings. But according to Jeff, he rather takes supplements that don't taste good because it's the quality that matters most. So the result is that the company also receiving a sales return from the customer amounting to $500,000. There are also additional orders from the customer amounting to $110,000. Also, Jeff imposed an interest for those customers who are paying late, an interest of 5%. So the question now is, what is the net balance of accounts receivable? Let's go over again through each transaction. So the cash received of $1,500,000 is not included in the accounts receivable because accounts receivable are for the customers who are unpaid and not for the customers who are already paid. That means that our first balance of sales is $1,920 because that is the balance of sales that are for the customers who are unpaid. The amount of $300,000 will be deducted from the balance. Now remember that when we are finding the net balance of the accounts receivable, the allowance for doubtful accounts is always deducted from the balance. So the amount of $220 would be deducted from the balance of the accounts receivable. Remember that it is only applied once asked is the net balance, but if we are finding the gross amount, remember that the allowance for doubtful accounts is still included in the accounts receivable and it is not deducted. Since the sales return pertains to the customers who are still unpaid, that would also lead to a deduction of accounts receivable. Now, as for the interest, it would not be included in the balance of the accounts receivable because interest receivable is very different compared to accounts receivable. And then we add the additional sales amounting to $110,000. So the net balance of the accounts receivable would be the amount of $1,010,000. Remember that when you have a balance of accounts receivable, it's not always as simple as the customers would pay as soon as possible. The customers might have different reasons why he would not pay his debt, like because he was unsatisfied or he was not just able to pay. So make sure that you secure the balance of accounts receivable. It's really important, and make sure that all of the customer will pay his debts. So that's it for today, Accountaholics, and I'll see you on the next video.